and boys, it's Julie coming to you from the Amherst branch of the Cumberland Public Libraries, and today we're going to do a different kind of painting. We're going to make a beautiful picture like this. And for those of you that have heard me talk about my dog at home, my dog is Daisy, and this is her. So I made this really cool tape and canvas painting, and I put Daisy's name on it. When you guys do these at home, you can do it on canvas, or you could even just do it on regular paper, but you can use whatever name you want on it. I just thought it'd be really cute to have a cute little picture of Daisy to hang up in my office. So this is the one that I did this morning, and I'm going to hang it up there a little bit later. But first I'm going to show you how we do it. So it's quick and easy. I know I say that about all of them, don't I? I say everything is quick and easy. But, so you're going to need either a piece of paper or a canvas. Paper gets a little bit wet when the paint is too thick, so sometimes the canvas works a little bit better. But I just got these canvases at Dollarama. They're like $1, $1.50 a piece. And you need some different colors of paint. And you can do it 2 colors, you can do it 10 colors. It's entirely up to you, however you want to do it. You need a couple of paint brushes. You need some scissors and some masking tape. And I'm going to show you how we get started. So you're not going to need a lot of paint because you don't want the canvas to get super wet. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of each color paint on my plate so that I can mix and match them, because we kind of want it to look like a tie-dyed effect. You see how all my colors blended in together here? They're not, it's not done in any specific way. It's just a mishmash of colors. And I kind of like the way it turns out. So if you want to do like just red and white or black and purple or whatever, you can do that too. It's your craft and you can do it any way you like. So for this one, I think I'm going to add a little bit of pink just to have an extra color on it. So, all right, so there's all my paints. And this is just the Crafters acrylic paint that you can get at Walmart or Dollarama. You could probably use like children's tempera paint as well, like washable paint. But I find on the canvas, this stuff works really well. It sinks in nice and you don't have to worry about it rubbing off. So there we go. I've got 5 different colors. And I have a blank canvas here, but I thought to save a little bit of time on the video, instead of taping it all off while you're sitting here watching me, because that's a little bit boring, I thought I would prepare one so that we could get right to the painting part. So I don't know, can you guys see that? It says love and it's got a heart on it. So I just took pieces of masking tape and I cut them or tore them, and I made a letter L and an O and a V and an E. And when you're doing it, make sure that the tape is sitting flat against the canvas or the paint will seep in underneath it. And then I just made a little heart. And I discovered it's actually a little difficult to make a flat piece of tape turn into a curved top of a heart. So we're not going to know how this is going to turn out until after we see it. So once you've got your word or your picture, you could do a star, you could do anything you want. That's the great thing about this. It's your imagination and you can choose whatever design or whatever pattern you like. Do it all in tape on your canvas, and remember that all of the area that is not covered in paint or not covered in tape will be covered by the paint. And then once we take the tape off, what color is everything underneath going to be? It's going to be white, just like the canvas is. So we're going to start, let me see. And the beauty of this is you don't have to be precise. You don't have to be really careful about where you put the colors. Actually, Greg, could you pass me that piece of paper there just so that I have something underneath here? That was the one thing I forgot. You should always cover the table first if you're going to do some painting, because you don't want to get paint on your table. So I've got 5 colors and I've just got 2 brushes, and because the colors are going to mix and match, I'm not going to worry too much about them combining. If you want to keep your colors separate, you can use a different brush for each of your colors. But for me, I just thought, we'll try this. So I'm going to start out with some yellow, and I'm just going to paint the canvas in a couple of different spots because you want different colors all over in different areas of the canvas. And when you're finished painting the front, then you can go with your paintbrush and paint around the sides. If you see, oops, what I did on this one, I just really like the teal color, so I painted all of my edges teal just to finish it off, just so it doesn't look so white against it, and it gives it a little bit of a framed effect. So we're just gonna keep slapping some paint on here, and you don't need a whole lot of paint. It doesn't have to be super thick. Oh, this brush is a little weird. All right. And when the colors mix, as you've seen in lots of my other videos, when you mix two colors, you end up with a different color. So I wonder what colors we're going to end up with today. So we've got some teal and some yellow and some blue. I think we need some purple. Okay. Oh, I like this. The colors are blending really well. And they're going to be a little bit brighter. They go on a little bit light, but once the paint dries, they're actually going to be a little bit darker. So let's see if I can get some pink in here. Let me use this yellow one. So see my colors on my brush, they're all kind of blending together, and that's okay. We want to have that tie-dyed effect. And we're just going to cover some edges. We're going to put some pink over there and some blue. And it's going to be as fancy or as simple as you make it. You, like I said, you can decide just to use a couple of colors. And if you do that, then you could do a pattern. You could do like a checkerboard pattern, like black and white squares, or you could paint flowers on it, or anything you like. This one's got lots of pink in it. The pink and purple are kind of taking over my other colors. So I'm going to just see if I can brighten it up a little bit with some more teal. And I think we need a little bit more blue in here. Now, what color do you think I should do the border? You think I should do it blue? Okay, so let's do that. So to paint the border, if you look at the canvas, it's got a back on it. So you can actually just hook your thumb underneath the wooden frame of the canvas and then just get some paint. And we're going to just paint the sides. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I'll show you in a minute. Yep. So it just kind of looks like it's got a little bit of a frame on it when you've added that extra color down the sides. And this takes about 2 hours to dry. I painted that one this morning, and then I went for lunch, and when I came back from lunch, it was still just a little bit wet. So I gave it another hour or so before I touched it. The important thing is not to remove the paint not to remove the tape too soon, because if you try and take the tape off and the paint is still wet, it's just going to get all over your fingers, and it's just going to make a mess on your canvas. So, all right, so that's what my canvas looks like. And as always, when I'm painting, I manage to get paint on myself. All right, so this is what our canvas looks like. Oh, I really am getting blue arms here. That's the thing about painting the sides, is you end up with paint everywhere and it's hard to hold it. So that's what my canvas looks like completely painted. And then once I take the tape off, what do you think we're going to see? That's right, we're going to see a heart, and we're going to see the word love. I wonder. I'm going to show you what happens if we take it off too soon, just because I want you to see what it's going to look like. Let's do the L, because that's pretty easy. All right, and if you notice, because I didn't leave it to dry long enough, the paint did seep under the edges of the tape, so the edges aren't quite clear. But when you do it, if you make sure that you press all of the edges down, the paint doesn't have anywhere to go. It's just going to sit on top of the tape, and when you pull the tape away, the paint is going to go with it. So, actually, you know what? I'm going to see if I can do another one. Okay, I'm showing you what it's like when I take the tape off early. I don't want you guys to do that. I want you guys to leave it to dry, but I just want you to see what this one is going to look like when it's finished. Ooh, I am getting painted fingers. Imagine that. I'm touching wet paint and it's landing on my fingers. Who would have thought that was possible? As long as it stays on my fingers and doesn't get on my clothes, we're okay. Yeah, some of the colors are blending together because they're wet and they're running under my fingers. So there's the word love, and I think, you know what? We've gone this far, we might as well do the rest of it. Let's see if we can get the heart to come out. Oh, look at that, it all came off in one piece. Look at that. So if you leave it to dry before you take the tape off, it's going to be much easier and it's going to be much less messy. But that's how you make a tape and painted canvas that is quick and easy, and it's beautiful. You can hang them up in your bedroom or you can hang them on the wall in your living room. This would make a really cool gift. Father's Day is coming up. If there's somebody special in your life that you want to make a gift for, you could do one that says dad or grandpa or uncle or whoever is special in your life and just add a picture to it like I did with Daisy, or you can make the picture out of the tape like I did with the heart. But that's it. It's quick and easy, and I would love to see your projects. If you would like to share photos of them in the comments below, that would be fantastic, and then all of your friends can see them too. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you again really soon. Bye-bye.